Hi everyone, so today we're going to do a review of how to design a web page, and we're going to be using tables to help us with the layout, and we're going to be using Adobe Dreamweaver. Okay, so before I say that, the theme that I've chosen for my web pages is football, and I'm going to introduce the world to some really cool soccer stadiums around the world. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to set up a project folder. I've just called mine football project, and if we go inside, well, it's empty at the moment. So the first thing I want to do is fill it with an HTML file. So let's open one up in Dreamweaver, and we're going to save it in my football project folder as, let's call it home. And it is an HTML file. Brilliant. Now, I've already been thinking about the design of a table to help me with my layout, and let me show it to you. It's going to be 4 rows by 4 columns initially. I'm going to set it to 100% of the width of the web page, so it will always fill the web page 100%. Let's have a look at that. There you go. Control minus on the keyboard. That is going to be 100% width of my web page, and we'll have a look at that in a few minutes. Okay, so this is the design of my web page. I'm just going to merge those. I'm going to, what else am I going to do? I'm going to merge these cells, I'm going to merge these cells, and I'm going to merge these 2 cells here. And I want my web page to be 1000 pixels wide. That's 1000. And let's think about the height. Now, the height isn't really as important as the width, but let's not make it too dramatic. Come on, John, sort yourself out. Okay. Let's just do a control minus again and see where we are. Whoa, that's a little bit long. I don't want it to be that long. Bring it up. That's about it. So as you can see, my web page is about 1000 pixels wide and just about 600 pixels in height. Let's just bring that to 600 pixels. There we go. Okay, that's not a bad layout. Now what I want to do is design an image that I can put into this section of my layout. Okay, so this cell here, as I've just told you, is 1000 pixels wide, or thereabouts, not quite, and it's about 200 pixels in height. 1000 by 200. So let's go into Photoshop, and I'm going to start a new project which is going to be 1000 pixels wide and 200 pixels in height. Okay? Well, okay, here we go. Boom! Okay, I'm just going to get rid of these lines here. View extras. Bye-bye. Excellent. Now then, what can we do first? We can set up a little bit of text, and I'm just going to call this Great World, let's not use world, let's say Great Global Stadiums, Soccer Stadiums. Great Global Soccer Stadiums. Okay, that's using the text tool in Photoshop. I'm just going to take that selection tool and just drag this into the middle, maybe down there. Control T to transform this, Control T on the keyboard, and when you've finished, enter. Now here in our layers palette we have our text layer. I'm just gonna add some effects to this, so let's go all the way to the top to blending options, and I'm gonna do some color overlay. Just select that, and we can mess around with the color. Blue, yellow, oh dear no. Oh, let's do some drop shadow. Oh yes, I like it. Oh no, 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 yep, no, yep, don't. Ah. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Right there. Okay. Should we do some bevel? Ooh, it gives it a kind of a 3D. So I select bevel, and we can kind of mess with that. Okay, so there we've got a title, and I want some images to go in this as well. So I'm going to go to the internet, and I'm going to find some of the world's best soccer stadiums. Let's go to images. We are of course in Google. Okay, that's brilliant. Now then, let's have a look around. Wow, look at that. That must be in the Middle East somewhere. Hey, Liverpool Football Club. This is Anfield. I'm going to copy that image, and I'm going to go back to Photoshop, and I'm going to paste it. Control V. There we have our image. Now, it's not exactly as I want it to look. We're going to have to play with this a little bit. What I want to do is only have this middle section here. So I'm going to use the rectangular marquee tool, and I'm just going to say I only want this much. So I'm going to right click, layer via copy, and here we've got some layers in my layers palette. That's the original one, so let's turn that off, and this is the one that I want. In fact, layer 1, which is the original one, I don't want that anymore, actually. I'm going to put that in the trash can. Bye-bye. Okay, that's what we want. And I'm going to put this behind the text. That's what we're looking for. Now then, let's just position it. Control T. Move that up a little bit. Just a little bit. What do you reckon? Something like that. That might be too small, but we can play with that again later if we're not satisfied. So let's go back to Google Images and find another one. Wow, where is that? I like it. Where is that? Where is this? Where are all these stadiums? Why have I never seen them before? This is absolutely fantastic. I had no idea. I like this one. Here we go. There we go. Copy the image. Let's get back into Photoshop. Control V. Whoa, it's big. Anyway, Control T. Let's just make that a bit smaller. Move it kind of into some kind of position. Enter. Now I'm going to use the same trick with the rectangular tool. I'm just going to take the bit that I want. Something like that. I'm going to make a layer via copy. Look what happens over here, by the way, when I do this. There's layer 3. When I do layer via copy, suddenly we get layer 4. Now layer 3 was the original. Let's just turn it off. Bingo. I don't want layer 3 anymore. Bye-bye. So working with layer 4, make sure you click on layer 4. Let's just drag it around a bit. And possibly resize it. Control T. Something like that. Brilliant. Okay, so very quickly, I'm just going to go through and do a couple more. Back to images. Whoa. I'm going to copy that. We're going to go back to Photoshop. Control V. Whoa, it's a big one. Control T. That's it. Just kind of mess with it. Move it into place. Something like that. Enter. Let's use this again. I just want kind of this bit here. We're going to make a layer. So layer 5 I think is the original. Yes it is. Layer 5, goodbye, you're trash. Layer 6, we're going to move you into position. And Control T. I just think that's a little bit. Let's just line that up a bit better. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, we can also mess around with this part. What are we going to do with that? I don't know. Does anybody have any idea? Let's take a shape. Let's take a rectangle, and we're going to put a rectangle in there. Hey, look, with the rectangle, let's go to the FX button and go to blending options again. So this is on the rectangle. Color overlay. Yes. Let's just make that a kind of blue as well. What does that look like? Yes, that's fine. Anything else we can do with that? Let's do, should we do a bevel? Well, I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe, that might do it. Okay. And let's stick something in there. Let's put some text on that. Oh, I don't want to do that. Escape. Don't do it there because it's just kind of wrecked it. Find a bit of a clear spot to write your text. We'll move it later. Kick it. And we're going to drag it, so we need to select that. I'm definitely going to go back to the FX button, blending options, and what am I going to do? Color, red, really? No. Oh, a different blue. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Drop shadow. Yeah. Okay. Well, no. Yes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just a little bit too much. I like it. That's fine. Okay, we've done it. This is going to be the header of my web page. Now remember, it is 1000 pixels by 200 pixels. So let's save this in our project folder. It's in the football project folder. Remember, we're using it as a picture now, so we're going to save this as a JPEG. And I'm going to call it header. Save. Okay. Let's go back to Dreamweaver, click in this cell here, and insert an image. Header. There it is waiting for us. Okay. Okay. And there you have it. Let's preview this in Internet Explorer or Firefox or whatever you want to. What's it gonna look like? Come on. Is it gonna crash? No. Oh, ask me later. Yes, this is currently what my web page looks like. Now, it does look a little bit weird at the moment, but as we start to fill all of these other cells with content, this will settle down a little bit. So don't worry about that too much at the moment. Okay? So challenge. Can you make a table in Dreamweaver and use Photoshop to fill up some of your cells with appropriate images? Over to you.